Looking for a video game bead design? No need to beg when there's this creation, the Bead Yoshi Egg. The Bead Yoshi Egg is a simple design that's quite unique. It has the same look and visual from the Super Nintendo games, a pattern that's made with the ladder stitch technique. You'll soon see that this design is great. It's a creation that's fast, fun, and it's easy to make. So let's get ready for this tutorial to satisfy your creative needs. Feel free to give this video a like and enjoy this episode of TurboBeads. Here's the list of everything you need to make the Bead Yoshi Egg. Before starting this project, I'm just letting you know that I'm using SNES strings made by Pepperell Braiding Company. It's an affordable round plastic lace that has a bit of flexibility to it, and it works great. With that being said, I'm just keeping you informed and just letting you know that this is a personal choice. This is not a sponsored video. Making the Bead Yoshi Egg is pretty simple. We'll start out by using the straw technique. So what we'll do is we'll get a straw and we'll split it down the center by cutting it with scissors. So just watch close as I carefully cut the straw down the center. Splitting the straw down the center will make it easier to add beads to that straw. Basically, what we're doing is we're using the straw as a stabilizer for the rows of beads to keep them straight, aligned, and in place. Now that the straw is split down the center, we're ready to add beads to that straw. So let's go ahead and add 4 black beads to the straw. As you can see, like I've mentioned before, since the straw is split down the center, it's a lot easier to add those beads to that straw. Once you have those 4 black beads on the straw, you're going to carefully cut off the end of that straw, keeping that straw hidden within those beads. As you can see, we now have this stabilized row of beads. This is what it should look like. From here, we're going to get 4 feet of string, and we're going to add that stabilized row of beads to that string. Continue watching as I add the beads to the string. Once you have that stabilized row of beads on the string, you're going to match up both ends of string, pushing those beads toward the center of that string. With these beads in the center of the string, this will be the first row of the pattern. Be sure that these beads stay in the center of the string to ensure we have the same length of string to use on each side for making additional rows. Creating the next row is just as simple. Once again, we'll use that straw technique by using a straw that's been split down the center. Then we're going to add 6 beads to that straw. It'll be a black bead, a green bead, followed by 3 white beads with a black bead on the end. Now that you have 6 of those beads on that straw, this is what it should look like. From here, we'll do exactly as we've done before by cutting off the end of that straw, keeping that straw hidden within those beads, creating a row of stabilized beads. Now that we have the stabilized row of beads, we'll take one end of the string and add those beads to the string. Once you have those beads on the string, you're going to take your other end of string and run it through all of those beads as well, going in the opposite direction. Here's a quick tip if you're having a hard time getting that string through those beads. Since one end of the string is through those beads and we're trying to push the other end of the string through, continue pushing the string as far as it'll go and pull the other end of string a little bit in the same direction, and the other end should follow, looking just like this. Once you have that string through all of those beads, you'll pull both ends of the strings evenly until you've reached the top, bringing all of those beads together. As you can see, creating this row is pretty simple. From here, we'll continue repeating these same steps when creating additional rows. We'll take a straw that's been split down the center, add our beads to that straw, being sure that we've cut off the ends of that straw, keeping that straw hidden within those beads, taking one end of the string, adding the beads to that string, then taking our other end of string, running it through all of those beads as well, going in the opposite direction. Then once you get that string through all of those beads, with both ends of string coming out of each side, you'll pull the string evenly on both sides until you've reached the top, bringing all of those beads together. So just continue repeating these steps, creating additional rows, following the pattern as seen at the top of the screen. When assembling this project, remember to take your time when putting together each row, ensuring that you place the beads in the correct order as shown at the top of this video so that the image looks as it should. being sure you pull each end of string evenly to maintain the same length of string on each side, pulling the string just enough to keep those beads in a tight formation. With this visual, you can see that creating this pattern should be pretty easy, with its simple steps of creating rows of colors of black, white, and green beads that make up the image of the Yoshi egg. But not only are these eggs just in green, they can also be found in other colors as well. So leave a comment below letting me know if you decide to use a different color variation for your Yoshi egg. Once you finish the 10th and final row, you'll tie off each end of strings with a knot to lock all of those beads into place. When tying your string, be sure that your knot is tied nice and secure to ensure that everything stays locked into place and holds together. With this visual, you can see that tying the string in the knot is as easy as it seems. As I've said before, be sure that you tie off both ends of strings with knots that are solid and secure. Once your knots are tied and everything is locked into place, all that is left is to carefully cut off the tied loose ends of string, and your beaded Yoshi egg is now complete. And there you have it, another simple bead design that looks fine, that was easy to make. Hopefully this tutorial was helpful and you can create one just as great. If there's anything you would like to add, requests or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you are new or you just haven't already, don't forget that you can always subscribe if you want to be notified for more bead tutorials just like this one. Hoping you'll tune in for the next one to satisfy your creative needs. Until next time, thanks for watching TurboBeads.